everybody. Welcome to episode 256 of our Gaming Meal podcast. As usual, we are here to deliver some gaming related news and discussions in the form of a three-course meal. I am one of your hosts, CyberEric, and I am here with Manny.
What is up, my gamers?
Outstanding. So, in today's episode, we are going to have some quick appetizers or gaming related news, and followed by our main course, which is going to be talking about what are the best gaming trilogies. And we're trying to stick to the HD era, but we'll see where it goes. That'll be a fun conversation in terms of talking about trilogies of games. They don't even have to be story based, right? They're the same story three times, continued into our trilogy, but we'll get into it because it's gaming.
It might like bend a little because maybe like one game is outside of the HD era, but the other two are. So it's like or stuff like that.
Yeah, but it's still a very fun discussion. I wanted to have it for literally. I've had this topic for like 2 or 3 years in the backlog, and I'm like, it's time. Because every time I think about like, ooh, I have a time. What should I talk about? And my brain goes into the trilogy, and I'm like, no. And gaming related news for the podcast. We are going to talk about news coming from Microsoft that came out recently, and that is that Microsoft has announced that they are dropping the price of Xbox Game Pass. So let me be more specific in terms of reading a quote that starting today, Game Pass Ultimate drops from $29.99 to $22.99 a month. PC Game Pass is also dropping from $16.49 to $13.99. So pretty good, decent things. Prices vary by region, of course, and also it comes with the removal of future Call of Duty games available on day one as part of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. Ultimate is the one we talked about it last week. I actually feel like I studied up on this from our topic last week. That Ultimate is the one that includes the games on day one. So with that, yeah, Call of Duty is getting removed from Game Pass Ultimate. So the next Call of Duty, assuming later this year, will not be on Game Pass Ultimate. I guess everything else stays the same. But with that, I want to hear your thoughts, Manny, because we were literally talking about this last week with both the rumors that they were thinking about this, and we've started talking about the differences between Game Pass and the value, etc., etc. So this was very quick. This was much quicker than I anticipated this would come up. So what do you think?
Yeah, I mean the news last week was like an internal email saying like Game Pass is pricey or expensive. We're like, yeah, we agree. And then this week, the news is Game Pass has gone down in price. That's kind of funny.
Yeah, this is a shockingly quick response from a big enterprise. Like, they don't move this fast. Kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, it was definitely like, okay, give me the math. What do we need to do to make ends meet? And let's do it, right?
And I think it's also, they might be eating a little bit of the price. Because, for example, just removing Call of Duty does not remove $7 a month for this value. So I'm assuming that they're just like, look, we need to drop it a little. Call of Duty is the main thing that'll hurt us. Everything else, we can take a hit, but we want to make sure people stay subscribed or subscribe.
Well, if you map it out, $7 for 12 months, it's a little bit over like 80. It's $84, right? It's a little bit over like the price of a game. So like it actually is the price of Call of Duty, like what they removed from the thing.
True. Yeah, and hey, look, we talked about it last week when it comes to value proposition. There's still some things there that they don't add the value, at least for Ultimate, that for you and I, we would get the maximized value out of it. Like the EA games and the Ubisoft games, as I mentioned. It's not that I don't like those games. It's that I already own them. Unfortunately, all of them. They're going to have a first world problems kind of thing, but
Yeah,
I own a lot of these Assassin's Creeds. I don't need them on Game Pass because I'm like, nah. And there's no day one games there, so it kind of doesn't matter. It's like, you know, those games by the time they come to Game Pass or the Ubisoft regular subscription, I probably already bought them for like $20.
Yeah, Fortnite Crew is another one where it's like, well, I'd be down if you remove it. And,
True. That's the next big victim of like, hey guys, we don't care
Yeah.
for this.
Lowered another couple of bucks.
Yep. How about another discount?
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it is what it is. At least we have a price drop. I think this is good. I think this is excellent. Not just good, but like excellent for like, oh, you are listening. Interesting. I'm not used to being listened to. Now I need to.
I don't know if they're listening or if they saw that they lost. I read like 300 million in sales from Call of Duty being on Game Pass.
That too. That
Now, how
that's a
much
big
Game
one.
Pass went up by? Like, I don't know, but like that's what I saw. So it's like, well, it wasn't without thought or like for being for just to be nice.
Oh, of course, these
It was
corporations don't do anything just to
yeah.
be nice. It's more, I'm being nice to you now, so you get used to having my service, so then I can gouge you. And I'm thinking literally of YouTube and the horrible ads that come up every time now. Where we're used to using YouTube, so we're stuck in there almost. But I hate that there's so many ads in YouTube right now.
Yeah. I mean, well, that said, I agree. I feel like it is surprising that it happened in period. Like that it happened this quick, even more surprising, right? We'll take a price drop. I don't care for Call of Duty or like or whatever. Like and even if you could just buy it separately. Like I think that won't impact Game Pass at all. I think it's a good move. Did you see the before and after in Call
No.
of Duty?
What happened?
So when they raised the price to $30, which was an insane price hike of 50%, that probably scared a bunch of people off, which is why they're correcting. Yeah, Game Pass was $20, right? $20 a month. They increased it to 30. Because like, oh, man, we got Call of Duty, so much value. Whatever.
Yeah.
Nobody cared. They saw the numbers go down overall. And they're like, okay, well, let's just remove Call of Duty and lower the price. But they didn't lower it back to 20. I don't know.
Well, it's almost like if you had never included Call of Duty anyway, with Game Pass had gone from 20 to 23 during that time frame, and they added Fortnite. All right, as much as again we mentioned that it's not a valid proposition for most people, it's within the ballpark of things that have gone up. Like Netflix increases their price every 6 months now, and it's like that is shocking to me that Netflix keeps increasing their price, and nobody that I know of has been like, I'm canceling. Not a single person I know of has canceled that. They just keep paying it. They just keep paying it. They keep paying it. I don't know if that's your experience, but
I still hear like, Netflix being like the most popular in general. Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, I didn't cancel Game Pass because I had bought it, but if I had the option, I totally would have canceled. Hell, my frame of mind now is like, do I need Game Pass? Probably not. So when my time is due, I'll probably cancel it. Like I swear to God, like it doesn't impact me. Yeah, sure, it's probably a little bit better now. Like, well, it's not that it wasn't affordable, but the value proposition is kind of there again, more than it was at $30. So it's like, well, okay, I could keep it now. It's more realistic to keep it than to cancel it.
Mm-hmm.
But like, nah, I mean, mentally, I feel like I already adjusted. Like I could live without this, right? So now they gotta win me back again. Like that's kind of like the battle out there.
True.
They're gonna have to do.
True, you have
They
to
did lower
do
it. Did you
things
mention? Yeah.
to bring back the consumer. That's not just we lowered the price, come back kind of thing. It's like, no, I'm already used to not being here, so why should I come back now? That's the trick now.
Did you see what was the other thing? Oh yeah, they lowered the price of God, I'm drawing a blank. PC Game Pass. Like if anything, I could drop Ultimate and then just use PC Game Pass. Like most of my Ultimate gaming or Game Pass gaming is on PC anyway. So
no, that is pretty good. I think PC Game Pass is still a really good value. I wonder what will happen once we come out with the rumored next Xbox that's supposed to have the PC, Xbox combination.
yeah.
But that's their problem, and they are the ones that have to build up their brand and sell us on, hey, you should come back or you should stay here because this is the value for you. Because we talked about it for years. We joked about being in the podcast that we advertise Game Pass as sponsored by Game Pass.
Yeah, just because we mentioned it so much in like good standing, right? Like we praised it so much.
Yeah. So yeah, that'll be interesting. This is a good news. And again, I don't think many people will be heartburned by Call of Duty. I may be, but I'll take the price drop over just one game. All right. Any final thoughts on this?
I mean, it's still cheaper to buy Game Pass and Call of Duty separately.
Yep.
Like the price dropping off is like it covers the price of the game and $10, you know.
True. Exactly. Very true. Very, very true. And actually, again, Call of Duty sometimes gets like a good, decent enough sales a couple of months after it comes out. So I may have to jump on that. So we'll get into that. But with that, let's move on. If that's okay with you, right? We can move on.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So let's move on to our second appetizer in gaming news for this week. And that is that we have a new trailer for one of the Nintendo, I guess one of their best-selling IPs at this point in the last couple of last generation, and that is Splatoon. Splatoon has come out of nowhere. It's been very successful, particularly in Japan. This game is very, very popular for a multiplayer specific. For I guess multiplayer is like the main mode, if you will. And there's like a single-player campaign. There's a bunch of like little mini missions, mini things. But now we are getting Splatoon Raiders. This is the game that was announced like a year and a half ago, whatever it was. Like with the launch of the Switch 2, right? Or close to it. This was announced a few months ago at least, right? We've been waiting a while for it.
I don't think it's been a year, though. It was kind of like weirdly shadow dropped kind of thing, right? Like the announcement of the game or anything. But I'm like, this trailer was also shadow dropped. We're looking. Why is this like not in any Nintendo Directs? Like that just
don't give. Somehow Nintendo doesn't give a shit about Splatoon advertising too much, but it sells very, very well. So let me get over the trailer real quick. We have a new single player trailer, when I say single player trailer, it's because the trailer confirms that the game is a single player focused game. And they use that word focus. I'm like, that's either very weird Nintendo, talk, or it means something. But single player focused game. What do we think this particularly could be, Manny?
I mean, you're a bigger fan than Splatoon than I am.
Oh yeah, I'm a huge Splatoon fan. This is a super in day one kind of thing for me.
Really? Even if the gameplay is not for you, or like the game is not for you?
I need to know what it is. That's what I meant.
What if it is a roguelike horde shooter?
That's my problem, because I think this game
super not up your alley
gives me a little bit of vibes of is it a survival game or is it a tower defense game?
Yeah, I think it's closer to a roguelike like horde shooter, but they didn't choose. Well, they showed like an upgrade. I feel like that's more like an upgrade than a like, I don't know, like a progression unlock, right? Like that was like, oh, I got this weapon or this ability and I could use it now for this run. That's kind of what it felt like to me.
So they showed like a obviously horde mode-ish thing, which is what Splatoon has always been kind of known for. Their what's it called, Salmon Run, right? Where they had the 4-player co-op. You run around and you defend and the waves, and then you fight the big boss at the end or something. They've always had that horde mode in there. Mm-hmm. It felt like you were playing that, but like single player. Because when they say single player focus, but I saw that type of gameplay, I'm like, what is this? Is this just like a tower defense horde mode? You're doing that, or what else? And I didn't know, which is interesting because again, you're not playing Splatoon, no offense, for the story. Well, there is a store. It's just I don't think that's the the thing that calls you. You know what I mean?
Dude's got a weird post-apocalyptic universe going on.
Yeah, the Splatoon has that like a spy super post-apocalyptic thing, weird stuff. So I just don't know what this is very much. And I don't know if it's a tower defense. I don't know if it's a horde mode, but single player ish. I don't know. I like Splatoon. I like the gameplay, so I kind of don't mind it. But at the end of the day, this trailer doesn't tell me much. It tells me that it plays like Splatoon, which is I guess fun and good, but not enough to. No, it doesn't dissuade me, but it doesn't also convince me. But it's also $50. That's the other thing I wanted to kind of mention. And that's surprisingly and interesting because I like that. I like that they're going with like, look, if we're not gonna have the multiplayer aspects of like a full game package, then I'll give this to 450. I want to know how big this is and how valuable it is before I paid 50, but 50 doesn't sound bad.
It's better than 80.
Yeah. It is better than 80, like Call of Duty or whatever it is. I don't know if that was what you were aiming for, but...
No, I mean, the joke was Mario Kart World.
That too.
I think that's the only $80 price game we've had. Nintendo.
Nintendo, of course.
Doing Nintendo.
Doing Nintendo, of course.
Yeah. I mean, I'm with you. I think we just need more information to know what this is. And I really don't think it's like an open world campaign, with Splatoon. I think it's going to be more along the lines of like runs and like repetition and rely on the fun combat, like that's what I would be inclined. Like at this price, that type of stuff, it feels more like it could have been a mode for like a Splatoon game rather than its own standalone thing. But I guess they put in the effort to make it more fleshed out and standalone.
Yep. That's what it looks like. I just good luck to them. I'm gonna be a fan of these, so this will be fun for me to play. I probably will get it, but I really need to know what it is because the Splatoon gameplay I have no problem with. It's the not knowing what it is that worries me and keeps me up at night. Because if it's like a tower defense and things like that, it's like, man, you need to really actually convince me. Because I got enough things to play. Like this, it also comes out in July. We also have a launch date, by the way. I forgot about that part. Yeah.
Did you play the single player modes of the Splatoon games?
Yeah. I beat them all. It's one of those games that I'm actually beating all three, whatever that means. I haven't finished the DLC. All right, so for this week's main course, we are going to talk about the best video game trilogies. So what do we mean by this? What we want to talk about is what are kind of like the best set of trilogy games that we have seen in the last, 10, 15 years. What I call the HD era. So I didn't want to include things like the Mario 1, 2, 3, right? Before Super Mario, before World. I wanted to kind of include it in terms of like, hey, let's just talk about kind of what's out, what's been out, what people have been seeing. So does that sound like a plan, things like that, or do you want to do any other sort of inclusion or remove exclude anything else?
No, I mean that sounds fine. It's just like I said, like maybe there will be some leniency towards some, like maybe games that the first game didn't come out in the HD era, like maybe came out on PlayStation or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Or PlayStation 2, and then because like the HD era, Gilbert was chatting on the chat, and I kind of agree, is largely the 360 PS3 gen, right? PS4 is already like high HD or like
Super
whatever
HD.
you want to call it, yeah. And then before that, it's just SD.
Yeah.
There's no high. But yeah, it's also like hard. I don't want to like corral us too much, or like put the fence up that high, because like we could have some fun discussions if we go like, man, Metal Gear, like, well, Metal Gear wasn't really HD, but like, but Metal Gear.
And yeah, I'm a component from Metal Gear. I know I know that's why you're bringing that up to convince me to bring it in, because I'm a huge Metal Gear Solid fan. But yeah, we can start there. Do you have any particular suggestions or ideas for which ones you want to start talking about? Because we can go all over the place.
I also, yeah, and I also like. I think I mentioned to you, but I feel like we should talk like the strengths of the trilogy as a whole. Like, how is it like cohesiveness? Like, if we were to talk the latest Star Wars trilogy, there's no cohesion, right? Like,
which trilogy? Which one?
7, 8, 9. Episode 7, 8, and 9. I don't know which
Star Wars, the movies.
Yeah.
The movies makes more sense than the.
As an example. Exactly. So no cohesion between the three trilogies, like.
Yeah, they were made independently. Each one. It's just the next one has to be after the other one, but they really weren't written in a way that they're coherent.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it's noticeable. So like we could talk stuff like that, like about that, which is the best game, which is the worst game of the trilogy. How does it hold up as a whole? Yeah. I think. Do you want to start with like The Shining, like pretty much one of the Shining examples?
Yes.
It might be the best one. I don't know yet.
Yep.
I don't know if you agree or not.
I want to start there because I put it here.
I don't know if you agree or not, but maybe we're on the same page, maybe not.
Which is? Drum roll.
Does it start with an M?
Yes, it starts with an M. And it ends with an effect.
Yes. Meffect. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. That's the only goal. That's the only clue you get from me. Yeah.
So Mass Effect, for like the Shining example, right? First of all entries came out in the HD era, right? Yep. Like kind of perfect. It's staying within the guardrails. From beginning to end, it's amazing, right? Like no game is a dud. You can say like the first one ages a little bit because it was like the combat isn't as good, I think. And I mean, storytelling's fine, but it was like their first game. But 2 and 3 are like top tier.
Always said 2 and 3 are literally some of the best third-person shooters, let alone an RPG, let alone story or anything. Like they rivaled things like Gears of War and stuff in my book. So
yeah. Super solid gameplay on those and all those.
Yep.
Would you? Okay. I remember one of the hot topic items of Mass Effect was not sticking the landing at the end. Or like the ending
didn't mind this at all. But I'm the one of the people on the internet that it's like I'm okay with that because I'm like at this point the ride has been so good that I didn't care if the ending wasn't like perfect kind of thing like what people on the internet complained. And we're talking about Mass Effect 3 the ending. Let's be honest. I'm not gonna go into spoilers, but that's what we're talking about, right?
Yeah. Where it's like apparently it's just like a.
Did you have an issue with it that much? Because I know the internet had an issue with it, but I think the internet likes to kind of jump in and they're like, "Oh, it was so horrible at the time, and then it was fixed, but he was horrible, so it's all horrible." And I'm like,
I mean, they did patch it, so they probably noted the discourse and like
criticism was probably very, very valid as to like, hey. You just ended in a different color, different true sentences, and that's it. And it was completely true. I'm like, you know what? They got you there. You know, that ending's not great.
And after such an amazing ride, to just be like, oh, that's it.
Yeah, I just never thought it as a damages the trilogy at all. Like, it's like, it's still a great meal kind of thing. I'm sorry, game a meal, a pun, but. I didn't hate it.
Oh, this is the place to use that pun.
I know. That's why I used it, but I also felt bad. I'm like, damn, you're fucking eating your own Kool-Aid. What do you think?
Yeah, like I said, like I think this is probably top for both of us. I don't know if it'll be number one, but like overall, like it really hits.
It's super up there, and the weakness of the series is clearly the first game, which again really good at setting
Yeah.
up this lore and everything, but the first game just doesn't play as well. Let's be honest,
And I
as
think, and I
the
yeah,
other
and
the
I
other
think
two.
it's more like, and I think it's more like it aged not as good. Not that it was bad when it came out. When it came out, it
Correct,
was like
correct.
amazing and pretty like top tier. Like yeah,
People
they
really
focus
liked
on
it.
RPG.
Yeah,
This
people
is a
liked.
studio.
Yeah,
This is a studio that only made like RPGs.
yep,
They didn't like made combat games. They made what Dragon Age and that's it.
yeah.
Like
And even then, that
um
wasn't revealed as anything super crazy. Like, oh my god, Dragon Age, right? And the way, what came first, from Mass Effect 1 or Dragon Age 1?
it wasn't it DAO or was it Mass Effect?
I thought
That's a
it
good
was Mass
question.
Effect first.
I thought it was Dragon Age Origins. They both came out for the 360. How was BioWare this good back then?
How was
What the
Firebird
hell?
this good? I was always this good. That's what they say, but you weren't, guys. You were never this good. You were outstanding. You were one of the best developers back in that era. And
This is why it's so painful to like see how they went from this trilogy to Andromeda.
Andromeda.
And then to nothing. Like to nothing for like 2 decades. It's
2 decades.
insane.
It took them so long to do anything else. And again, not that Inquisition or even Baelgard, I think that's what the last one, right? The Dragon Age. Not that they were bad games, just that they weren't, they weren't favorites from the fan base.
Inquisition was pretty well received though. It's Veilguard.
Yeah.
You are right, by the way. Mass Effect 1 did come out before Dragon.
Yeah. I was always thinking like, wait, it was Mass Effect 1, then Dragon Age 1, then then I don't know.
I think they flip flop. I don't know. What else? I don't know. I think that's pretty good on Mass Effect. It's just top tier. Okay, here's the question. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Which is your favorite one?
Of Mass Effect or a Trilogy?
Yeah, Mass Effect.
Funny enough, 3.
I like 2. You know what I like a lot about 3?
Yeah.
The multiplayer. 3 had multiplayer, right? Was it 3 or 2 that had multiplayer?
3 had
Pretty sure it
multiplayer.
was 3.
3 had multiplayer.
3's multiplayer was super good, dude. Like that multiplayer had no right being that good. Like it had like this weird loot boxy system that people hated, but the multiplayer was so much fun that I was like, oh, I don't care, man.
Yeah, I guess so. Let's move on to other trilogies. I don't want to also hoard the time for just Mass Effect. Even though, hey, we could do just a Mass Effect whatever you want to call it, retrospective. And
I mean, yeah, we'd have to get into the Renegade and what's the other one? Good guy, bad guy. The whole like all the big story points, characters. It's also good, man. Like that's one of the first games that you could feel like you could change the outcome a lot of the story.
Yep. Yeah. It really felt like you controlled the story. It was semi unique to you, right? Most people got similar stories, but it was you influenced it, and you felt like you influenced it. So that was great at the time. I want to bring something else then up, and that is I want to talk about this very series that we both love with a passion, and that is Dark Souls.
Solid, all HD.
Yeah, Dark
Souls
1, Dark Souls 2, and Dark Souls 3.
We all know which one is the weak one.
And that's the thing. I feel like we're gonna get into the point that every single one of these trilogies has like, and you're the weakest link.
I think they're pretty much clear cut. Which one is the weakest? But where it's hard is which one is the strongest.
This one's difficult because Dark Souls 3 is really good.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. A lot of people prefer Dark Souls 3 to Dark Souls 1. Like, hands down, not even no questions asked. Dark Souls 3 is just a better game. I'm like, yeah, I mean, they
Yeah,
have
it's
a
true.
lot of updates, right, from the years and whatnot, and from what they've learned, and like the level design is, damn, I don't even know if I could say it's better. The combat is way better. That definitely is better, right? Like Dark Souls 3 combat, by then they had already like ironed out a lot of
Oh yeah, they had really ironed that
rough
out because if
edges.
you go from Dark Souls 1 to Dark Souls 2, you had like a little bit of a drop in terms of like, this feels weird. And again, I am a huge defender of Dark Souls 1, by the way. I adore no,
Yeah.
Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 2. I really, really like Dark Souls 2. It might actually be my favorite of the three, but that's for personal reasons because of the dark magic that they introduced at the time. Obviously, it gets better in 3 because 3 is just better. 3 is just both games improved and polished to a crazy level. So yeah.
Yeah, the reason Dark Souls 2 is like heavily thought of as the worst one is like the atmosphere wasn't the same. I think certain areas still have pretty good atmosphere, but overall, like there's no cohesion of the world. There's no how do I say this? Yeah, like dude, like when you take an elevator, go up like a mile, and then end up in like like
From an ice
a
cave to a
pit.
volcano. Yeah.
Yeah, like a fiery pit. You're like, how the hell this happened? Like,
Yeah, the level design does
it's
not
very
make sense
distinct.
from a geometry point of view.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's fun.
yeah,
Sometimes that's all
yeah,
you
yeah,
need
yeah.
in
It's
video
very
games.
gaming. It's very gaming.
It's
But it's
like
like,
complaining about Mario. It's like, motherfucker, why fucking grab a mushroom and go hot, go big?
but it's got some other things like what am I? The stats, like they have adaptability, for example, which is a stat that, if I remember correctly, was called adaptability. And it's a stat that like nobody knows what the hell this was when it came out, and it impacts your vulnerability frames. Like it impacts your dodge roll. Just like, why is this a thing? I mean,
Yeah,
it's not bad. The game is good. Like it's still a 9 out of 10. But
yeah.
that's like some of the reasons why people like easily think like this is the worst one. Because one holds up, even though it's like the old one, and it's like the one that you could say really put Dark Souls on the map. And then 3 is just like a refinement, like just a very good refined game, with top tier combat.
Yep. You said it. It's still a 9 out of 10. Dark Souls 2 is still a 9 out of 10. It is still better
Yeah,
than literally 90% of action RPGs similar that come out today. And I'm trying not to exaggerate, but like I'm serious. Like that game is just chef's kiss still. It's just that compared to his brothers, it's like, God damn, your brother's like the president and the other guy is the prime minister. It's like, all right, let's go to another trilogy. You want to give me one?
do we start stretching outside of the fence? You know what? I got one that you did not mention, but I was like, this is totally an HD trilogy video game or series. It's another RPG, man. Another RPG trilogy. And people would probably consider this up to the level of Mass Effect.
Uh-huh.
Um, The Witcher.
The Witcher is an interesting one that I don't know if I would consider it a part of the HD trilogy thingy.
Why not? Witcher 3 came out on 360.
Yeah, but not the other. Not the other.
Witcher 2 came out on 360. Witcher 1 came out at the era, but only on PC.
I know The Witcher 2 kind of cheats. The Witcher 1 was never like a console game, so it's kind of like you have to almost have different platforms to play all these.
But dude, Witcher 1 came out like apparently a month before Mass Effect. like, come on, this is totally HD era. Like,
Witcher 1?
like,
Damn.
yeah.
Really? Okay, that is by far the best argument I have heard. You there?
I will confirm. Yeah, I'm just confirming. Yeah, late October and late November 2007, both of them. They came out The Witcher is a HD era. It's just that the first game was PC only. Like, and the first game probably isn't as good as the other two, but Witcher 3 picks up for a lot of ground. Like,
Witcher, that's the thing. Witcher 3 kind of really, it's picking up a lot of that ground.
That's like, Witcher 2's pretty good. You never play Witcher 2? I remember beating Witcher 2. It's pretty good. Like, it's a bit, I would say it's not as good as like Mass Effect 2 or 3, for example, but I would say it's better, or at the level of Mass Effect 1 at least. And then Witcher 3, it competes with all of them, right? Like Witcher 3 is like up there with the Teds.
Yeah.
But yeah, Witcher 3 is a great HD era trilogy. It's because we didn't play the first one, doesn't mean it's not great.
Yeah, I mean, the first and the second one are nowhere near compared to the third one. Like it's a big gap in quality between the first, second, and third. No offense, but I'm also a player that never played the first one. Actually, I'm lying. I did play the first one. I played all three, just not very much. To the point that I don't really like Witcher 1. I would love a remake or whatever, but that's because I just want more Witcher.
Yeah,
I only have really one.
That is a better like idea than Witcher 4. Just remake Witcher 1.
I would do that so bad. If I was them, I would be like, guys, how about you just do this?
But you're crazy in thinking that Witcher 1 or Witcher 2 is not as good. Witcher 2 is like, I'm looking at Metacritic, 88. Witcher 3, 80, 92. Like, Witcher 2 is really goddamn good. Like,
okay, I didn't know.
I don't know if you
That's pretty good.
just didn't play it or something, but like Witcher 2, I played it. I beat that game. I was like, this game is solid. Like, I think one of the problems is it was probably directly compared to Mass Effect. The Mass Effect was superior. Like, but they can both bring really good RPG elements, like fun combat mechanics and gimmicks, like to the table. Like, they're top tier.
No, you're right.
Witcher 1 on PC, 86. It's not bad, dude. Like, you just didn't play them or something. I don't know.
You can say it. You can say it. I'm a hater.
Yeah, I think you hate it. Because when I like mentioned it, you're like, this is not HD era. Or like, what do you mean? These are all HD era. Like, all the ones I mentioned. Maybe one of them stretched out a little bit further than Witcher. But like, the other ones were all HD era.
Yeah, I just, there's something about, I'm also like, and this is I'm full disclosure. I'm like a console player at the time, so like Witcher 1 was completely like not available to me.
Yeah. That's why I didn't play it. But Witcher 2 was on 360, like fully.
By the way, that game still doesn't have controller support on PC, at least not good one apparently. Cause I googled that shit. Witcher 2 on PC. It has controller support, just not very good. Like I really googled it, and it's like it's very bad. Right. It's like it's still the PC version. And they just kind of allow you to do it, but it's not the Xbox. Like sometimes games they're almost seamless. It's not for on PC. The Witcher 2 and the Witcher 2 never got fixed to the point that it was. But again, that's my experience with it. So who knows? All right. Let's go for another trilogy. We need to probably move a little bit faster on these, so let's go.
All right.
All right.
Shoot.
You want me to bring one?
Yeah.
All right, Halo.
Yeah, was probably next on my list. I just leapfrog Witcher.
This one is one where it's like, okay, now we're talking. Where it's like this is quality 1, 2, 3.
Again, you're stretching with the first one. That's outside of the HD realm. Actually, 1 and 2 are both outside of the HD realm.
Because they're on OG Xbox then. Okay.
Yeah.
I cannot win this argument no matter what.
We could talk about it. Like I said, dude, it's probably more fun to talk about Halo than it is to not talk about Halo.
Not talk about Halo. It's fine. Can we talk about Halo, please? Just like a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, Halo. No, I love Halo, so I'm not going to say anything bad about it. So that's what it is.
I love that original trilogy. I think Reach is also another good game. So if we do quadrilogies, I would like include that, even though it's not like straight up part of the trilogy, but it's like the fourth game on the
that's like a
fourth mainline game of that franchise. Yeah, it's a prequel.
Yeah, that's like including Gears of War Judgment into the Gears of War 1 to 3, which we haven't talked about, but That would be against Gears. And this is pro Halo. So,
Yeah. Dude, Halo was the biggest thing in gaming back in the day, and yet, how do I say this? Like, do you remember the launch for Halo 2 was like lukewarm. I'm not saying it was lukewarm. It was like anticipated, but it wasn't crazy. The launch for Halo 3 was something else, dude. Like, that might be the biggest launch that I could remember in potentially video game history.
I would agree. I agree. That thing was huge.
Yeah. Like GTA is going to sell more copies, but the launch hype is not going to be the same. It's never going to be the same.
Yep.
I remember doing like the midnight lines, people dressing up, buying the helmet or wearing the helmet or whatever. Like, it was insane. Like, Halo 3 was everywhere. And the anticipation for Halo 3 was absolutely massive. It was like off the charts because Halo 2 was so goddamn good. And it deserved it. Like, it deserved to be able to anticipation.
Yep. No, that was
what's
crazy.
A fun?
Yeah, so. Go ahead.
You know what's like, this is really a hard one, or which one is the best and which one is the worst? Or rather, I think I know clear-cut best for me, but which one is the worst?
Of the Halos or the Gears, sorry.
Not that the Halos. We're not at Gears.
The worst? Man.
And it's not worst.
So
it's
hard.
The least good.
It's really like picking between the Dark Souls games, which again, Dark Souls 2 is kind of like the clear pick, but it's not a bad game by any stretch. Halo, probably Halo 2?
No, man, Halo 2 is the first one for me. Like, Halo 2 is the best one for me, isn't it?
For me, number one is, goddamn. No, my number one is Halo 1, followed by 3. So Halo 2 has to be the worst.
I have Halo 2 easily number one, and then I would probably pick Halo 3 as the worst one, even though it's amazing and everything. But like, I feel like all it really did add was 4-player co-op, which was great, and the equipment, the bubble shield, right?
Yeah.
Halo 1 is like the most nostalgic and like pure gameplay, like amazingness, and like we did live parties with that thing, and it's just like so good. But Halo 2, man, Halo 2 was the explosion of online FPSing. Like, on my first-person shooter, like, what's Halo 2, dude? Halo 2 was the birth of that. Like, Call of Duty was on the side, but Halo 2 was the one, like put it on the map.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, dude.
Halo is just so good, like all three. So that's like difficult. So, but again, excellent trilogy. But then if we don't include it because there's 2 of them that are not HD-ish, then I could see that. Let's go with another game, another thing. What else? What other trilogy are you thinking about?
Let me see here. HD. I mean, I kind of want to stretch outside the HD. Ooh, this is an interesting one. You know what? I'm gonna go with this one. This is hard to call a trilogy, though. BioShock.
That is not a trilogy.
People consider it a trilogy.
I know people consider it a trilogy, but it's a 3 games. The third one has nothing to do with the first 2.
Yeah, and that's where like I agree, but like you could say Halo 1. I mean, Halo. I feel like the first game is so much disconnected than the other 2. But yeah, they just continued the story of Halo 1. Like, oh, there's more Halos and whatnot. Whatever. But yeah, I like you had it on your list. I went online and like randomly looked for like a minute, and like people had that on their list. I'm like, not really a trilogy. It's 3 games, all HD era. And they're all BioShock. They're all similar in like the way the story is portrayed and told and like the gameplay, but Infinite is its own game.
Yeah. But no, that one seems to me like a stretch a little bit, but that's just me.
Okay, I'll give you one fully HD era. Dead Space.
I love Dead Space.
Full trilogy.
Full trilogy was on 1, 2, 3, same console generation too, by the way. Learn, people, learn. By the way, Tomb Raider, if we're gonna go there as well. Sorry, but Dead Space. I adore Dead Space 1 and 2. Like I think those are excellent, near perfect games for what they do. They know exactly what they're doing, and they're super fun. 3 goes a little bit weird. I remember 3 having like one of those online passes that you have to buy the game in order to get the online pass to play online, right? Remember that shit? And it had co-op. It was still a very good game.
When EA was charging $5 for the online.
Yeah, for the online, and they was like, "Oh, if you buy it new, then
dude,
you remember this?"
That's a dark history of EA right there. They're like that.
Everybody was doing this, but EA was by far the worst culprit.
Yeah. Luckily, it didn't last more than like a year. I feel like that didn't last more than a year.
That was so bad, probably because they were like, "Oh shit, we're seeing so much. Our numbers of players are going down. I wonder why."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Self-inflicted damage.
Pretty much. Completely self-inflicted. It's just to the point that super determined to the experience of selling a product. You know what I mean? So yeah, Dead Space is a good trilogy. I just don't think it'll match some of these other ones, even at the.
Yeah, I mean, I think we've already like scraped the top. Now we're just going towards the middle. Don't get me wrong.
We mentioned Gears of War. I guess we don't have to talk about it because it's almost the same thing as all 3 are really good, kind of thing, right? But
yeah, you mentioned Gears. Like, what is the so the interesting thing about Gears and Halo is like they're both trying. By the way, we didn't talk about Dead Space 3. People hated that game. I didn't think it was that bad. Yes, it's a lot more actiony, but it was fun.
I thought it was fine.
Yeah.
That's just people being.
But yeah, Gears and Halo. It's like those are 2 original like trilogies that those original games were so good that they're still trying to reach that level, like to this day.
Yeah,
like,
to this day.
No game since, like you could argue Reach was as good, but like no game since then for Halo, right? And Gears 3 is probably like the height of Gears, if you ask me. I think a lot of people might prefer Gears 2 because it like, I don't know, hit at the right time. But Gears 3 added like the Horde mode, had 4-player co-op as well, right? Like Gears 3 was like super good. It wrapped up the story. Did it wrap up the story?
It wrapped up the story.
I can't remember the story, right?
Like, yeah, the whole, I forgot what they're called.
Locust Invasion.
The Locust. Locust Invasion, Phoenix's relationship with the Queen and all that shit. I remember.
Yeah, Dom's is incredibly tragic.
Tragic end. Yeah. I mean, yeah. It happened.
Yeah, I think Gears 3 is the best one of the bunch of the 3. Those are all really top tier. Like Gears
gameplay wise, I think Gears 3 is kind of probably the best one. That's the important thing. But the Gears 1 almost like felt like a horror game at times.
Yeah, I like that when games like dip into the horror elements. Like it just makes them memorable. I talked about this like 2 weeks ago or probably less.
You did actually. You did mention this.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Anything else? We mentioned Gears. I didn't bring up Uncharted because I feel like I should before we move on. For anything else? Because Uncharted is one of those series that very, very popular, if you recall.
No, I recall. I just could never play the first one, so I never got into the second and the third.
Yeah. But the second and the third are basically some of the best third-person shooters of all time.
Yeah.
They are. They literally are. So that's the trick as well. Yeah. Any thoughts on that series or no?
No, like I said, I didn't play them, so not as much. I think the first one aged. I played bits of the second one, and yeah, it was very impressive. Like, Uncharted 2 is when Naughty Dog started doing the script the hell out of my scenes storytelling. Like, script everything, but it looks so good that
make it play. Basically, it's a rail shooter.
Yeah,
but making it play and feel so freaking good by giving the player like press the D-pad or stick to the right, and you're controlling the character or you're aiming. It was like it's really like an Unreal shooter, honestly. but it looked
Yeah, like a quick
kick
time
ass.
event.
That was the illusion, and again, extremely well thought of for my game design. I was like, hey, let's make this shit cool. That's what games are for. So that's Naughty Dog gets there. So I need to mention the Uncharted trilogy as like definitely a contender for all this stuff.
Yeah, and that one's full HD trilogy or full HD. You know, like all PS3.
Yep.
The second on your list is pretty big.
It is Batman, the Batman Arkham games.
Yeah.
Excellent
Those
games.
are
The best hero games
amazing.
of all time, except for now maybe the Spider-Man games on the PlayStation. But
I
that's
still
it.
think Batman are like super better.
And even then, this is how good these games were. Obviously, you mentioned that the whole HD thing, which basically means, can I count this as Batman?
Yeah, no uh-ohs here. These are all 360. Like,
These are all 360?
you know, that gen. Yeah.
All right, cool.
Arkham Asylum, which was the first one, was on the 360, and Arkham City was definitely 360. Arkham Origins, which is the prequel, was also 360. Yeah. Oh, I thought I got dropped, but instead it's something else.
Got dropped. Why do you think you got dropped?
Because I heard that bling. So we're talking Batman. You play Batman, Gilbert?
Wait, what?
Did you play
Batman.
Like the NES trilogy? You know, the NES?
NES?
No, Arkham.
Are you guys live? Are we doing it live?
Yeah, we're doing this live.
Yeah. We're crashing the house.
Okay. I did not play Arkham. I know they were great games, but no, I didn't.
You should, man. Those games are like super. I think they age fine. Like maybe the combat has gotten like a little bit gimmicky, but yeah, I love Arkham Asylum because it's like a Metroidvania where you like unlock areas to go to with abilities that you get. Like you get the little what do you call it? Like the toothpaste that explodes walls. I don't know what you call
The
it.
toothpaste?
It was the thing that you put like a smiley face on the wall and it blew up. Like it's like it's like a foam gun, guys, but you foam a weak wall, and it blows up, and you unlock an area. You get the grappling hook, you unlock an area. But yeah, those games are great, man. They have like stealth, like the story, dude. The story was so much fun in those games. Like it was super.
The story
Super
was really
great.
good in those games.
Yeah.
Compared to what we're getting now with games like Suicide
So
Squad.
what trilogies would you think are the best, Gilbert?
I didn't even talk about Arkham City, man.
Manny,
Arkham
I'm
City.
sorry. Yeah, we're still going to do the
You
Arkham.
we can't do that. Manny has to talk about Arkham City.
Well, it's the OC.
Arkham
He has to
City,
talk
like,
about. He has to finish his thought. Otherwise,
I feel like if I were to try to be like objective, like Arkham City is like a top 10 game of all time, dude. Like that game is
it's so good. It's so unbelievably
insanely
good.
good, dude. It has so much content. It's just well balanced. The story's fun. Like going around meeting Mr. Freeze, doing Riddler trophies. Like, oh, it's so good.
Yeah, it's so ingenious how they actually created an open world, which was at the time where like the new thing, but it was so interconnected, so well done. You mentioned the Riddler puzzles and stuff. It's like, Jesus, this is so genius because it works so good with the Batman lore. It works so good with the Batman lore. Let me say this again. How good that game flowed with the different villains, the buildings, everything. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I just wanted to give props to Arkham City. Arkham Origins was probably the weakest. It's not bad. I just remember it being buggy at launch. That's what I remember about Arkham Origins.
Yeah, I really like Arkham Knight, by the way. It's probably actually one of my favorite games of that series. I really, really like that game. It's just people didn't like the tank.
The tank.
But I liked it.
Mm.
I never had an issue with it. I'm like, it's freaking great. Batman just gets the fucking tools. I mean, it was forced on you to sometimes use it for some things. To the point that it was too long. Some of the segments were like too long. Which is like, why am I still in the tank? Um, yeah. Other than that, it kind of worked. So yeah.
So what is the question that you guys are putting forth?
Favorite HD era trilogy. We
HD era, and what does
yeah.
HD era mean?
I think
360 or
you kind
4.
of nailed it. 360 PS3 is pretty close. We stretch it a little bit to like
I was gonna say,
maybe
yeah, because I
because
was gonna
Arkham
say
Knight
because
is technically
some
not
games may
360.
have started, before and
Let's say this: we talked
they
about Halo
finished in
because we just had to.
It's our
Maybe we should
podcast.
have
We
just
get to
called
pick.
it 3D. Maybe we should just call it 3D trilogies. You know, like 3D gaming.
3D. I think 3D works. So actually, if it's 3D, that opens the door a little bit. I can think of two, but I'm pretty sure you guys have already said it. I mean, number
Yeah, we
one
can
for
mention
me,
it.
Halo. Like,
Yep.
who can tell me Halo 1, 2, and 3? You know, freaking three of the best first-person shooter games of all time, right there. Period.
Yeah.
Yep.
So this is a tough question that we asked. Like, which one's your favorite and your least favorite? Like, how would you rank?
Halo?
Eric and I actually have very different thoughts on Halo. But not super different, but like,
I think 2, 1, 3 in that order for me.
there you go, buddy. That's the right order. Let's go.
Is that yours?
That was mine. Yeah, Eric was. Bro, you were 132. Is that what
Yeah,
you said?
132.
Okay. Some people, but Eric would maybe not fall in this camp. I know that the cliffhanger, people could say,
Oh, yeah.
like, oh, well, 2 had that cliffhanger. I'm like,
Finishing this
No,
fight.
I don't
The
care at all about the
cliffhanger-
cliffhanger. It's just that the one is
fucking
excellent,
cliffhanger, that
and
movie
3 was excellent
that
too.
game was so good. The online, all that, and, that was
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
epic.
Dual wielding, man. Do you remember how hype dual wielding was? Like, that was so cool.
That getting on the Banshees for the first time, the ghost,
The Scorpion.
yeah,
Scorpion was Halo 2, yeah? I'm pretty sure. Or is that 3?
That was beautiful. So it's that one, but I'm gonna say another one that maybe has not been said. That I just one that I actually do like was Bayonetta. Granted, that's
Not safe.
We did not say
So-
that, but that is a weird one.
Yeah, it's still one of my favorite action games of all time, right there. That is considered a trilogy. There's been 3 games total.
There will only be 3 games total,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
if you finished all 3, you understand that's probably it.
No, I haven't though.
But
You could say it's HD era because the Switch was pretty much like that power level.
Barely. But that, not kidding.
So yeah, and in that one is for me it's again 2, 1, 3. 3 is the worst of like. Granted, it has some really cool moments. So they're all fantastic games. Did you guys mention? I'm assuming you guys mentioned Metal Gear.
No.
Well, we did it in passing as like, does this count kind of thing, but we didn't actually talk about them.
We mentioned them in passing. We haven't talked about Metal Gear Solid. The interesting thing about Metal Gear Solid, because again, this is the second time I'm saying this. I love that series. Yeah, the HD thing. But yeah, in Metal Gear Solid, I think it's a perfect trilogy. However, it's a weird one because 3 is a prequel.
Yeah. Oh,
And there's the sequel is technically Metal Gear Solid 4. So right, like, and same thing with Manny. Manny, he brought up BioShock, and I told him no, that doesn't count.
BioShock should be there.
BioShock Infinite is not BioShock 3.
Yeah, it is.
What is it?
Like a standalone game.
It is.
But it is called BioShock.
You want to talk about some of the best games of all time for FPS? Right there, BioShock, especially 1 and Infinite. To me, are like peak.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. By the way, Eric, you brought up. Oh wait, no. Okay. So what series have you brought? You guys mentioned Batman. What else?
That's mostly it. I think we're
You
almost
mentioned
done.
Mass Effect, Witcher, Uncharted, Dead Space. Talked about Dead Space. Dead Space deserves some recognition.
Can I mention one? That
Bro, we talked about Dragon Age, but we didn't talk about it in the trilogy scope because we ignored Inquisition.
We actually talked about Inquisition. The Dragon Age we didn't talk about is Dragon Age 2.
Yeah, that is true. We did not talk about Dragon Age 2 either. We mentioned Inquisition, but we didn't discuss it as a trilogy.
We did not. I don't know if it should be a
trilogy. The story is continuous.
I know.
Like that story.
I know, which is why I could convince for that one more than Bioshock. Because Bioshock Infinite is like Final Fantasy.
What?
What do you mean, what?
Yeah, he's saying like they're all separate, but like because they're sequels, quote unquote, in the numbering scheme. He's saying they shouldn't count. That's what I said.
Yeah. Like I can't count Final Fantasy VIII a sequel to Final Fantasy VII because they're not. Final Fantasy is its own thing.
But
Bioshock and Bioshock Infinite are different things. They have the word Bioshock, but it doesn't do anything.
Yeah, you gotta play it, brother. You know.
What,
I
Infinite?
can't. Yeah.
I literally beat it last year.
So there is a connection.
There is no connection. There's a little bit of the DLC that talks about them going to Rapture, but it doesn't have anything to do with. Oh, never mind. I'm not gonna argue this.
It is kind of loosey goosey.
yeah. It's like Control, which it is, I guess, but Control being part of the Alan Wake universe and stuff. Like, I'm sorry, like I know you added that in there and it's cool, and you're trying to make this like Marvel MCU integrated universe for the Control things, but it really isn't. That is just something added post-launch. That is like saying, Manny, I mentioned they use this as an example, the Star Wars episode 7, 8, and 9. Like, if that's a good if that counts as a trilogy, those are 3 standalone movies that just sequel each other.
You know, what about okay, look, if you want me to go through the list, I can go through the list. Like, there's a bunch of cool 3DS games we can all agree deserve to be mentioned.
I want to mention one, though. I mentioned Tomb Raider. It has 2 trilogies, technically, in this era, by the way.
You know, I gotta...
What do I mean, was it, though? There are Xbox 360, Xbox 360. And then, yeah.
Which one's the 360?
era?
What do you mean? You know. Tomb Raider Legend, Tomb Raider Underworld, Tomb Raider Anniversary.
I forgot those games.
And then you have Tomb Raider 2013, Tomb Raider
That's the HD one.
Rise of the Tomb Raider, and then
that's not. That's beyond HD. That's beyond HD. That's HHD.
Okay, but I'm just saying, like, there's technically 2 of them because the Tomb Raider the second Tomb Raider trilogy, Tomb Raider 2013, came out in the Xbox 360, right?
You know what? Yeah.
So,
is there any Tomb Raider game outside of a trilogy?
Gilbert can mention Bayonetta, I can mention Tomb Raider twice.
Is there any Tomb Raider game outside of a trilogy?
Bayonetta started in the PS3.
Is it the what?
360.
Any Tomb Raider game outside of a trilogy? Because they have 1, 2, and 3
no,
trilogy.
They're
4,
all
5, and
trilogies.
6 trilogy.
The Tomb Raider.
I guess Anniversary is not like it's like kind of complete that trilogy, but like.
Anniversary is cool because it's basically the second time that Tomb Raider 1 the story was told. So, funny enough, we had Tomb Raider 1 being remade a second time. I think that's the first game that's been remade a second time. It's like Resident Evil is coming up with that, baby. Resident Evil 1 getting a second remake. Not a remaster, a remake.
We talked about Gears of War, right?
Yeah, we mentioned Gears of War. We like that series. We love it. I wanted to mention
Resident Evil. Is that 4, 5, and 6?
Does 4, 5, and 6 count?
7.
That could count.
Yeah.
Oh, do you have
4,
6
5,
in there?
6.
So at that point,
I mean,
you're losing like a 50
kind of
points.
like
we know which one's the bad brother in the relationship. Is that funny?
The bad egg, yeah.
The bad egg. I wanted to mention one real quick. Very important to mention. If we're talking trilogies, we cannot exclude this. I know you guys don't like it, but Modern Warfare 1, 2, and 3. But still, Incredibly important for the gaming.
Why not
discourse.
Black Ops?
That too. There's 2 Call of Duty trilogies. There you go.
Yeah, but
There's
they're like the
7.
same game,
7
but-
trilogies.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Like Manny.
It's actually true.
Always Manny.
That's actually kind of true. Actually, you got Call of Duty 1, 2, and 3. You got Modern Warfare 1, 2, and 3. You got Black Ops 1, 2, and 3. You got Black Ops 4, 5, and 6. You got Modern Warfare 1, 2, and 3 again.
Yeah.
I'm up to 6, right? I'm missing 3.
Yeah. I mean, Modern Warfare 1 and 2 are like, considered some of the best shooters of all time. 3 is where like it went a little bit. They could start like to see the cracks where it's like we're just completely.
That can be called the
Yeah.
the worst of the 3, but it's still an amazing series. That's what I want to include it. Yeah. And of all these, the one that's still going on to this day.
Oh, you could say Halo is Gears is alive. I swapped mid sentence.
How you swap that across? By the way, is there a fighting game that can do this?
Soul Calibur. I think.
I was not thinking Soul Calibur. I was thinking Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, I think Mortal Kombat makes more sense.
Mortal Kombat just milked the heck out of their series, man.
Because I think Mortal
it's
Kombat.
like what 9, 10, 11 would be the.
Yeah,
well,
I think
11 is
those
not
were a
HD,
trilogy, right?
I mean, they did Deadly Alliance, Armageddon. You know those games.
Those are pre-HD.
You're going to PS1. We're PS3.
Yeah.
That's Xbox.
That's OG Xbox and PS2, yeah. Well, I would think
That's
9,
really
10, 11 is the
HD.
one.
Like if you talk about HD, I really don't know because Xbox 360 era.
Yeah,
So
9 and
it's
10 were
blue?
both Xbox 360, right? Yeah,
It's
9 and 10 are
blue
both.
against the I know they had a couple of games. Okay.
Fighting games.
Or racing games.
Oh.
I was thinking Burnout.
Burnout doesn't have much in the HD era. That's pre-HD. They only have Paradise, right?
Paradise? Okay.
I think 3
Actually,
might have been
Soul
like
Calibur-
a crossover title,
Soul
like a
Calibur
cross-gen title.
No. Soul Calibur 4, 5, 6. Guilty Gear Xrd also could work.
He's still stuck in the fighting games. We move on to racing games.
No,
Triggered him.
No, that's why I did it.
If you count all the different versions of Street Fighter 4, which
By the way,
like 5 of them.
by the way,
Street
Street Fighter 4, Super Street Fighter 4, and
Super
Ultra
Street
Street Fighter 4. There you go.
Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition. What a great trilogy
No.
of the same
Yeah,
game.
I would actually allow that. I would actually allow Street Fighter 4, Super Street Fighter 4, and Ultra. Straight up that
All
tag.
came to
That's
Xbox
trilogy.
360.
Yeah, trilogy right there. Blast Blue might as well be added here. Probably had like 20 of them versions. I was thinking, you know what we will never see in this list? Any Steam games. Any Valve games.
They don't know how to count to 3, man. They
Count to
stopped
3.
at 2. We all know.
I was like, wait, why aren't those? Oh yeah, the games that never have trees. Never mind, you're never gonna see anything from Valve here. That's fine.
Yeah, they teased us a little bit with Silver's outfit.
Yep.
But oh man. Oh, I didn't. You know what? I don't want to sidetrack the conversation. All I read somewhere was that the Steam controller.
That is tracking the conversation.
Anyways, okay. What's next?
I already got like some video drop. I'm like, people are saying like, launch is imminent, baby. It's coming. Ready your wallet.
Oh really?
Bro, I got that's kind of like what I online.
That's
My
what we saw.
wallet.
Bro, I got 2 more, man, that that I mentioned.
Go.
And you're like,
Give me
left
those
out of your
2,
list,
but we need
which
to
I
start
bet.
wrapping up, okay? Yeah.
Assassin's Creed. Like literally Assassin's Creed has like 2 trilogies in one.
Yeah.
And it's weird because Assassin's Creed 2 is part of both of those trilogies.
Yeah, it's true. Very true.
You got Assassin's Creed 1, 2, and 3, and you got Assassin's Creed 2, 2 and 2 3, right? Like right, Revelations and what was it called? Assassin's Creed Revelations and
Oh, dude, I lost track of after Black Flag.
Revelations
I lost
and
track.
whatever.
oh, but don't
The
tell me, don't tell me.
the Ezio trilogy.
No, it started with R as well. It's Revelations and I need to
Arm
fill
like
the air.
arm like a pirate.
No, it was Revelations and damn it.
I had to.
Renaissance.
It started with R.
No, I'm done.
I don't think it starts with R.
I think so. Maybe it starts with an S. Why
All
is
right,
it
time to Google.
Google it. Google it.
I will spoil it.
I admit defeat.
Brotherhood. You were way off.
I was okay. I was wrong. Hey, brother. Stop doing that. That's funny.
Yeah, I mean, big games. I don't think any of us like super love that franchise or series, but like those games were massive. Like
I remember I only played the first one and a little bit of Black Flag, but that was it.
you played apparently like the worst one and the best one from what I hear.
But the only reason I played Black Flag is because it came in that Xbox One.
Yeah, bundle. Yeah. It came with the Xbox, yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna trade in this Xbox 360 and get it like super dirt cheap. That was like probably one of the best deals ever. Still didn't play it.
Yep. All right, Manny, the second trilogy you wanted to mention, or
Fable. So Fable 1 is original Xbox, but hey man, if we count Halo, we count this stuff, man.
Most games came to the 360,
Yeah, 2 and 3 were 360, yeah. So
right.
and we're getting a new one this year, right? That's still a thing. I guess.
Maybe
And it's
next
still a thing.
year, man. Grand Theft Auto 6.
Yep.
Maybe next year. No, man, but like Fable was super fun. I loved all three of those games.
You know, I am. You know what? I'm gonna hype it up, dude. Fable looks freaking awesome. I hope
The new one, yeah, I think it looks
lands.
pretty good. The fact that you
I
could
hope-
like
that game looks like a potential 9 or 10.
you could like
that good.
what is it like own any building, marry anybody, like that type of stuff. Like they're making it like really kind of interesting. Of like, okay, I could be like a super real estate magnet and like just control all the land.
Control all the land. Yes. That's true, and I like Fable. Fable's a really good choice, by the way, because all three games are like good for what they were at the time. Like they did exactly what they needed to be done, and that's it. And that's what you want. Yep.
It's kind of like a shame that it's been this long since they've made one, right? Like it's kind of like forgotten. And the problem is like I don't know if it'll. I think Fable, the new one, looks really good, but like I don't know if it'll have the same impact. Like it might. With the video game budgets ballooning like these days, it probably like considered a failure and a loss. I'm like, we lost millions on this. We gotta close the studio down. Like, oh my god.
That's the question Marathon and Bungie are in. I feel like, and it's a bad position because I know that game is a good game.
Exactly.
It is a good game. It's just it hasn't gotten the mass audience that.
Oh, that's not enough these days. You guys did see we like talked about this for like an hour, like the last time we're all three of us were together. You guys see that both the Kazan First Berserker devs were dissolved and the Wuchang Fallen Sisters?
Yeah, I saw that.
The both those dev teams, which made good games, completely dissolved. Both games considered like failures, and the studios are shuttered. It's insane.
That's sad. That sucks. Yep. Yep.
Slash detour.
No, it's true. I remember seeing that. That's one of those horrible kind of things that, yeah, it sucks. that they have to suffer through that, and they don't give them a chance to kind of actually make the games continue. Because that Kazan team was really good, but that game just probably didn't sell very well. That's it.
I think it sold just fine. It's like probably the expectation of like, wow, you didn't make Dark Souls money. You know, like, yeah, you like
you didn't make Fortnite, therefore you're grounded.
Fortnite money.
No, you didn't make Fortnite money. Failure. The thing is, like, it's supposedly it costs 250 million to make Marathon. They haven't gotten close to it, so
I think they'll ever get there, dude. Here's the problem. The cost for like keep that game operating at this point, probably about as much as it's making, kind of thing, right? Like, so at this point it's like maybe breaking even. And if the initial sales don't reach that big number, it's never gonna get there.
yeah, sadly. Anyways, yeah.
Like it needs to pick up Steam and players, and that stuff is very hard. It takes time.
Yeah. Okay. We got any last trilogies you guys wanna pay homage to? You know, like Super Mario Brothers.
No,
Super Mario Brothers. That's not even 3D. We did talk about it as in what not to talk about.
You're not even on the list.
What, Mario?
No, because it's not HD. Like it's hard to talk about the best trilogy of all time kind of thing because we need to have a separator. Otherwise, it gets very difficult very fast.
Yeah, I think HD era though, like HD's 360. That would be dude. I mean, that would be the Switch equivalent, correct? Not the Switch, the Wii.
Yeah, the Wii. I'm like, you're stretching with the Switch.
You got Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2. You know what I'm saying? Like,
not a trilogy.
There's a third.
Yeah. Right,
even if you include like Breath of the Wild, that's not a trilogy.
Yeah,
exactly. That's the issue, right?
If you include the Wii games, Mario Brothers, Wii, and Luigi U, not a trilogy.
Luigi's Mansion, yes, trilogy.
Huh?
Luigi's Mansion would be a trilogy.
None of them came out on the Wii though. Funnily enough.
Yeah.
All right. I think we should be wrapping this up. This was a good, fun conversation to kind of go over and talk about some of these series. Any final thoughts from either of you? Otherwise, we will be moving on to our desserts.
Yeah, Valve. I think Valve
will never be here.
To learning how to count to 3, but it's
still learning. It's gotten so much money that I just skipped the number 3. It's like, right, all right. With that, I will wrap up this main course, and we will be moving on to our desserts and DJ Steve. All right. So for this week, anybody have any DJ Steve, okay, what you've been playing, or dessert?
I can start.
Manny.
I played this new game called The Wind Rose.
Oh,
I think it's already
pirate game.
Yeah, the actual pirate game. Bro, you won't like it. It's a survival game. You will not like it.
Oh, Wind? Yeah, as soon as I saw survival, it's like, delete it.
I think it's already sold 1 million copies, actually, so it's going a little viral.
It's actually going viral. It's has more players than... What was the last pirate game that failed? Skull and Bones?
Sea of Thieves?
Assassin's Creed.
Dude, anything has more players than Skull and Bones.
Yeah, Skull and Bones is like a very slow bar. Right, so for this week, anybody have any DJ Steve, okay, what you've been playing, or dessert?
I can start.
Manny.
I played this new game called The Wind Rose.
Oh,
I think it's already
pirate game.
Yeah, the actual pirate game. Bro, you won't like it. It's a survival game. You will not like it.
Oh, Wind? Yeah, as soon as I saw survival, it's like, delete it.
I think it's already sold 1 million copies, actually, so it's going a little viral.
It's actually going viral. It's has more players than... What was the last pirate game that failed? Skull and Bones?
Sea of Thieves?
Assassin's Creed.
Dude, anything has more players than Skull and Bones.
Yeah, Skull and Bones is like a very slow bar.
That's why I said Sea of Thieves. Sea of Thieves is probably like the bar. Yeah. There are no good pirate games, dude. I mean, I guess maybe Assassin's Creed 4 it could be like considered a pirate game.
Yeah.
But yeah, Sea of Thieves is fine now, but at launch it was ass. But yeah, no, it's pretty good. It's pretty fun. Yeah, I'm gonna keep playing. I haven't played enough.
So you got it.
Yeah. We're fixing the boat.
We are fixing the boat.
We're in the story. Yeah. You need to fix the boat to get a ship, and then you can go do pirate stuff. So we're still in the process of fixing the boat. Yeah.
Hard, my Hades. You talk like that when you play online?
I haven't role played that hard. I think I did name my character. Like, I think I named him Slimmy Jimmy.
Slimmy Jimmy, like Slim Jim, like straight off straight up character.
Amazing pirate name.
I know. I just,
dude,
I didn't even make the Slim Jim association till afterwards. I was like, this is cool. This is an okay name, pirate name. And then like later, I thought, oh, Slim Jim. Oh, whatever. I like it.
Slim Jim, yeah, I will take it.
And yeah, in terms of I'm doing all the DSTs or both at the same time, motherfucker.
Cool. That was very cool. All right, any other thoughts?
Cool.
Yeah, so I guess I could go to my dessert too. What did I text you about with the Vampire Survivors thing? Yeah, so Vampire Survivors, I don't know if for the people that don't know, this is the game that launched a whole like little subgenre, just like Souls games, called Survivor Horde-likes. I don't know what you want to call it.
Survivor games, basically. Yeah, this way.
Yeah. But yeah, Survivor games, not survival games. Survival is different than a Survivor.
Really?
But yeah, apparently it has gotten to 27 million players. That is astounding.
27?
Yeah, has now. They had a tweet where they said that they surpassed 27 million players, and that they're working on 15 projects. Like
you're talking about the power game, Winrose.
No. I'm talking about Vampire Survivors.
Oh, damn.
The little 2D game that could, you know.
Yeah, I know, brother. Oh, that's impressive as heck. Wow.
Yeah, 27 million players. And the developer Pondcool has 15 projects on their way, like they're working on. So like I think they're publishing some. They have a new game coming out this week called
15 projects. Are they using AI?
Yeah.
Are they using AI? Yeah, they are.
No, I think it's like publishing
and
like
15 projects, man.
They said projects. It's not video games. It's projects, right? So it could be like
project changing, like changing the.
Like it could be patches and updates. Like those are projects. Like a patch for a game or an update for a game or a DLC for a game. That's a project. That's what they mean by projects. It's not standalone games. Hell, if you want to like be loosey goosey with it, a multi-platform game could be 3 projects, right? Like you could have PC, PlayStation, and Xbox. That's 3 different projects, right? And if you include Switch Edition, that's 4 different, right? But like,
follow it up with that. It's Vampire Crawlers, right? That one.
Vampire Survivors is the game that reached 27 million, but Vampire, what's the new one coming out?
Crawlers. That's
Crawlers, yes.
Yeah.
It is a deck-based roguelike or card-based roguelike, similar to Slay the Spire. That's like the big one that people can correlate to.
Oh, I thought you were talking about that one. Okay, never mind.
No, that one's coming out this week, I think. That's what I'm saying. It'll be on Game Pass.
Nice.
I was talking about Survivors. Survivors is.
I need to move us along, Survivor. But all right, that's a good cert. Gilbert, you have anything or?
You know what? Did you guys talk about Pragmata?
We did last week loosely, not this week.
Well, I'm just
we just mentioned the reviews.
The game has sold 2 million in 2 days.
We did not talk about that.
Yes. Capcom is killing it. So, I just figured I'd give him.
I started playing it. It's just I don't have time.
I know. Well, I think you can beat it in like 12 hours.
I don't have time. I don't have 2 hours.
You have 12 hours.
I have 12 hours if I stop working. Sure.
Yeah, I will try to put as much time as I can this weekend. I didn't want to do it last weekend because I knew I was unlikely to beat it, and then it would have to wait a week. And if I really liked it, that would have been torture. So I'll get on it soon.
All right. My dessert for this week, I'm almost forward for that, is there was an announcement that Control Ultimate Edition, even though just Control, is coming to the Apple Store, and I'm like, what the heck is this? And it's the full game for $5. So, and that's the introductory price, whatever, etc., etc., etc. But I thought that was cool. I think that this is like a cool thing, which is like, look, bring your games to the mobile arena, whatever you want to call it, and then
And then
Yeah.
that's it.
Maybe
And
maybe
then
ones are this old and you could get away
try to
with
make
selling
some
it for
money or something.
$5.
I don't know.
Yeah. Like they're probably not selling enough to like. So here's the thing about mobile: you cannot sell for. I swear to God, anything more than $10 will not work.
Correct.
Right? Like even $10 is like
mobile
reaching the
is
limit.
free to play is king.
Yeah.
Monetization
Yep.
is like the way
But
to
if you were
go.
gonna sell something, $5 for a game as good as Control, pretty good.
Yeah. So like that makes sense as like a launch price, and like you can only do that when like the game is like, I mean, pretty old. It's not selling that much anymore, and you just want to reach a wider audience. So like, yeah, I like this move. I agree. Is it on Androids?
It's available on iPad and things like that, but for $5, I thought it was a really good deal. And if you're gonna do that, that's the introductory price you release on. Now maybe it's not a permanent price, right? But like that's a good, like I just straight up, oh, what the heck, $5, right? So, because I was tempted, and then I realized it was on Apple, and then I stopped. But
Yeah, I just searched the Google Play Store and I didn't find it, so I assume
find
it's
it?
just Apple.
So no, just Apple, not Android. Sorry, yeah, just Apple.
Wow.
Yeah, but that's the type of price that it's like, you know what the heck, right? So that's a good tactic. So hopefully it makes them some money. So that's it. All right, should I wrap us up?
Yeah, I don't have the thing on me.
I do have it. As we end our gaming meal, we would like to thank everybody for listening. If you want, you can look for the gaming meal on most social media platforms. Feel free to give a follow, leave a comment, and all that social media stuff. Also, please visit our website at thegamingmeal.com. And also, you can visit me directly at CyberEric Gaming at YouTube or at CyberEric at X and Blue Sky social media platforms. With that, that is all for today. Have a good one, everyone.